You're not lazy. I know that's what you've been telling yourself. I know that's the story you repeat every time you can't get off the couch. Every time you open your phone instead of doing the thing, every time another day passes and you've done nothing you actually meant to do. You call yourself lazy. You treat it like a character flaw, like something broken inside you that other people don't have. But I'm going to say something that might change the way you see yourself completely. You are not lazy. You have never been lazy. You are uninspired. And those two things are not even close to the same. Think about the last time you were genuinely excited about something. Really think about it. Could have been years ago. Could have been a project, an idea, a trip, a person, something you were building. Remember how that felt? Remember how you didn't need anyone to motivate you? You woke up early without an alarm. You stayed up late without noticing. You forgot to eat. You were so locked in that time disappeared. That was you. That was your energy. That was your capacity. And here's the question nobody asks. Where did that person go? Because that's not a lazy person. That's someone who lost the thing that was pulling them forward. And without something pulling you forward, everything feels like pushing a boulder uphill. That's not laziness. That's the absence of direction. I've watched people call themselves lazy their whole lives who were some of the hardest working people. The moment they found something that actually meant something to them, the capacity was always there. It was never the problem. The problem was never them. It was what they were pointing themselves at. Here's what I think is really going on for most people. You've spent years doing things you were supposed to do. The course you picked because it was safe. The job you took because it paid. The path you followed because everyone around you nodded when you said it. Somewhere, you started measuring your worth by how productive you were inside a life that wasn't really yours. And your brain, your body, your whole system started resisting. Not because you're broken, because you're actually working correctly. Your resistance is information. When you can't make yourself do something, ask the real question. Do I actually want this? Not do I want the outcome? Not do I want the money or the approval or the security it promises? Do I actually want to spend my days doing this thing? Because you can want the destination and hate the road. And if you hate the road, no amount of discipline is going to make that sustainable. You'll white knuckle it for a few weeks, and then you'll collapse back into the couch and call yourself lazy again. And the cycle continues. Every loop takes a little more belief. That's the real damage, not the lost time, the lost belief. Here's something I want you to sit with. The most driven people you know, the ones who seem to have unlimited energy, they are not more disciplined than you. They are more aligned than you. They found something that pulls them so hard in a direction that discipline almost becomes irrelevant. They're not fighting themselves every morning. Find your alignment, and the laziness you think you have will simply disappear. They're running towards something, and running feels different than pushing. Running is easy. Pushing is exhausting. If every day feels like pushing, the answer is not more discipline. The answer is finding your direction. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. It sounds good, but how do I find what I'm passionate about? And I hear you. But I want to reframe that question because I think passion is the wrong word. Passion sounds like a lightning bolt. Like one day it just arrives and everything clicks. That's not how it works for most people. For most people, it's quieter than that. It's more like a pull, a thing you keep coming back to even when there's no reward for it. A problem you can't stop thinking about solving. A subject you read about just because. A skill you practice even when nobody's watching and nobody's paying. That quiet pull, that's the thing. That's what you follow. Not the thing that sounds impressive. Not the thing your parents approve of. Not the thing that makes sense on paper. The thing that pulls you even when it's inconvenient. And if you don't know what that is yet, that's okay. But then your job isn't to be more disciplined about the wrong thing. Your job is to find the right thing. Go try stuff. Say yes to things outside your routine. Pick up skills you have no business learning. Talk to people doing work that looks nothing like yours. Read outside your lane. You're not going to think your way to inspiration. You're going to move your way to it. Because inspiration doesn't come before action most of the time. It comes during. You start something, you get a small win. The win creates interest. The interest creates momentum. The momentum creates something that starts to feel like passion. But it starts with moving. Here's the other thing I need to say, and it might sting a little. Some of you know exactly what the thing is. You've known for a while. It's just scary. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't come with a guarantee. The people around you don't get it. And so you've been sitting on it and calling yourself lazy, when the truth is, you're not lazy at all. You're afraid. And fear dressed up as laziness is one of the most common things I see. People who have a clear idea, a clear direction, a clear vision for what they want to build, and they stay still and blame their work ethic when really they haven't been willing to bet on themselves yet. If that's you, I need you to hear this. The fear does not go away before you start. It goes away during. The courage is not something you build up enough of before you move. The courage is the movement. You don't wait until you're brave enough to jump. The jumping is what makes you brave. Stop hiding behind the word lazy. It's not serving you. It's just giving you a comfortable reason to stay still. You are not a lazy person. You are a person who hasn't fully committed to the direction that actually means something to you. And that's a very different problem. The solution to laziness is discipline. The solution to being uninspired is honesty. Honesty about what you actually want. What actually moves you, what you would actually build if you stopped trying to build what you thought you were supposed to. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Just one thing, sit down somewhere quiet, no phone, no noise, and ask yourself this question honestly. If nobody was watching, if nobody was going to judge it, if there was no guaranteed outcome, what would I actually spend my time building? Whatever comes up first, before your brain has time to talk you out of it, before the practical objections kick in. That first thing. That's the thread. Pull it. You were never lazy, you were just pointed in the wrong direction. Point yourself at the right thing and watch what happens to your so-called laziness. It disappears, because it was never real. It was just misdirection wearing a label you were too hard on yourself to question.